What's going on, YouTubers? PCOW146 here. Hope you guys are having a great day, evening, night, whenever you guys are watching this. It's currently crappy weather out where I live right now. It's windy like a madman. We've gotten snow like crazy. And now it's currently raining, so the snow's melting and it's muddy. Yeah. So anyways, let's get to what we're here for. So the other day or so, or a couple weeks ago, I guess we'll say, I bought the Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, which is like a special Call of Duty game for the PlayStation Vita. And basically, this is the case right here for you guys, and I'll show you the back in just a second. Plus, I'll do a closer up and detail view in a few minutes as well. I also have a new light over here now, so my videos will be a little brighter and probably better. Thanks to my dad for Christmas. Basically, yeah, so first what I want to do is I want to go into, I guess I'll show you guys the case up close, and then I'll cut back, and then I'll go over, because I always have a list of things what I want to talk about, like thoughts and opinions and things that could be updated, whatever. If you guys have watched me already, you probably already know. So yeah, let's get right into showing you guys the case up close, and then we'll go right back to my thoughts and opinions. See you guys in a second. Okay, so I'm back again, as promised. There's my bright light. Sorry if I'm blinding you. I just figured I'd show you again. So anyways, so here's the front of the case. Just to show you guys, if you want to pause the video, go ahead and check that out. There's the side of the case. And then you have the back. Same thing again, if you want to pause it, go right ahead. I don't know if you guys can read that, but I'll try and zoom it in for you guys. Or I'll try and see if I can, hold on, let's focus the camera here real quick. There you go. Okay, so as you can clearly see right here on the back, there's a 4-on-4 multiplayer online, and I don't remember or know if you could play like if somebody's right next to you or not. I think you can. That was one feature I was kind of disappointed about, was I wish that there was an 8-on-8, but I'll explain that in a little bit as well. You could deploy loadouts, yada yada, right there. Then this is where it gets exclusive to the Vita, or yeah, I guess the Vita, or yeah, this game in particular. Basically, it's like secret or bonus missions between those first and second Call of Duty Black Ops games. Then you also get the touchscreen, which is, this is the part that's exclusive to the Vita. Then also, I believe if you bought the game brand new, or if you can find it used with the code in it, it also came with the Call of Duty Roads to Victory game, which I actually already own right here. Let me focus it again. From the original PSP, which the original PSP games will not work on the Vita, so you have to either like download them or try and find the code. Or yeah, what I meant to say is download them from like the store or whatever if it's available. So then we'll go ahead and open it up here. Now, 1 second. So then you have your little game chip here, which there you go. That's what the Vita games look like, in case you haven't seen them before, you know. So there's that. And then you have the code, which I think mine's already been used, but if it isn't, first come, first serve. It's for you guys. That's from me to you guys. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up if it still worked or not. Don't do the dislike thumbs if it didn't work. And then the last thing I wanted to show you, because I printed this out and I kind of made a custom made thing, but these are the maps that are in the game. They only have 6 of them. They have what they call Nuke House, which I put in here It's basically a smaller version of Nuketown, and then they only can let you go in certain spots and stuff. Like there's a trailer that's in the middle of the map, which if you're to play like the Xbox or the PlayStation versions, you can actually go in the trailer and stuff, and you can't in this game. And there's certain areas you can and you can't go on in this game. And I wish they kind of made it so it was more like the system versions. Then they have another map called Shattered. Then they have another map called Container, which as I put right there, it's actually shipment from the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 game, which that was actually one of my favorite maps that I've probably ever played because it's total chaos and things are always blowing up and it's easier to get your kill streaks or whatever. So you can, and then they have another one called Intel map. Then they have a range map. And then they have Rocket from, I guess, Black Ops 1. Or maybe it's a Black Ops Declassified special map. I have no clue. And I don't know if any of these other maps are from the other games. I just remember that and that one. So there's a little fun facts for you, I guess. So again, there's there's the case and what's inside and yada yada. I forgot to mention too, but I actually printed this out online. I found it on a blog website. Somebody had taken a picture and yada yada, and I just kind of spoofed it up, as I said, as far as adding my own details and stuff. And then this way, when I open up the case, or if I ever sell, people will know, hey, these maps are included. Or maybe they'll add some more later on, or whatever the case may be. But anyways, so there's the case. We'll get into my thoughts and opinions, and I guess I will see you guys in a few seconds. Peace. Okay, so I'm back, guys, as I promised. I need a quick drink real quick. Okay, so anyways, I have my list as promised, and let's get right into it. I don't want to waste you guys' time. So as I was just mentioning, on the back of the case, how it says 4 and 4 and showing you guys. I kind of think or wish that they could do at least 8 versus 8 versus 4 on 4. I thought that was kind of, iffy Jeffy. I'm totally fine with 4 on 4, but I think it could handle that. I don't think they could really update that if they could. Because they'd have to make probably a whole nother game or change the case up or whatever. But that was kind of one of the iffy jiffy features. I'm not mad. I'm not happy. It's a 50-50 for me anyways. Because like for example, when I was just talking about the fact that you could do shipment, 4 and 4 on a shipment's alright. But like if you play the other maps that are bigger, I feel like there should be maybe 8 on 8 or whatever. So it feels more like you're playing a console versus playing a smart system, which technically you are. So sorry, that would be my neighbor knocking over the garage, or oh my gosh, the garbage can. If you heard that racket. So then the other things are, as I was always mentioning, and as it mentioned again on the back of the case. The campaign is like bonus, stories or extras, as far as between the first and second Call of Duty Black Ops games, which I think's awesome because, it's just awesome to have extra stuff, Then you get the bonus, like I said before, and also again, as it said, on the back of the game, if you still find a code, you could possibly end up getting a free version of the old Call of Duty Roads to Victory game. So I thought that was another cool feature about this game. And then this is where I did some research and I found out, or I read some things, and a few of the big things that I was reading about were it definitely needs updating as far as the bug fixes goes. The big ones, I guess, that I heard or read about were like if you call in a helicopter, they would get stuck sometimes under the map, or so basically you weren't actually able to use them or whatnot. The other thing is sometimes when you respawn, now I don't like shipment. Obviously, you're gonna respawn wherever you respawn, just like on console versions. But like again, the bigger maps, when you respawn, like you might respawn like right next to another player, and then bingo, they'll knife you or snipe you or whatever the case may be. As soon as you respawn, and I had that issue where I would keep respawning, and I'd keep getting killed over and over again, and it's like I feel like that could kind of, or should be, a little bit more spread. Like, don't get me wrong, like the system generates your spawn spots okay. It just makes you go in goofy spots sometimes, and I don't know if it's because maybe there's only certain spots you can respawn in or whatever. Like most of the Call of Duty games or most shooting games are. But that was pretty much the two things that I was reading about or so. The graphics, I think they're actually really great for being the Vita. I don't want to say they're as great as obviously playing the console versions, because the console versions are more high def, I guess, if you got like the Xbox One or the PS4 versions. I'd probably compare it more to like going back to probably Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. If you were to play that compared to this, as far as graphics wise, maybe I can understand, maybe that would be pretty comparable. But if you play like the newer games or the newer consoles, that's a whole nother ball game. But yeah, so I thought that was a great thing. The controls are, again, I'm not gonna lie, like I've had zero issues with the control. I haven't had any lagging. They explain it very well in the game, how to use them, yada yada. I haven't really done the touchscreen controls, so I can't really explain that. I'm sure there's other videos you can watch on YouTube explaining that. I'm just a classic controller guy, I guess we'll say. I'm so used to playing the console versions, but when I go from console to the Vita, it's like, holy crap, it's like I'm almost playing a console version because it's so good. The controls and everything are so good on this game, so it's a great to-go game or mobile game, or even if you have a Vita or whatever, if you're a big Call of Duty fan, this is the game to get right here, for sure. Again, as maybe an extra or a collector's thing, whatever. So anyways, there's that. Well, as I also explained before, the next thing I wanted to talk about was, obviously there's only 6 maps. The one that's Nuketown, it's like the older Nuketown version. I think it was the 50s version or whatever. And I kind of wish they would fix that so you could go in more places, or so it would be more like the console version. I'm sure they could probably update it if they wanted to. Activision or whoever made this, because I see Activision's on here. All these companies or whatever. But anyways, then the other thing is, obviously there's only 6 maps. It'd be great maybe to see DLC come out for this game. Maybe it'd get more people interested in it, whatever. Because I don't want to see this game's online go away or anything. Like, I love this game, I'm not going to lie. And I don't honestly think it will go away as far as the online. I'm sure there's enough people that are playing it or whatever. So I'm not too worried about that. But, maybe if they do more Call of Duty maps or DLC, because obviously they have shipment in the game, and that's from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and I don't know if they ever had that in the Call of Duty Black Ops 1 or 2 as an add-on or just in the game. I don't think they did, so I was actually kind of excited that they added that, because that's just a great Call of Duty map. But anyways, maybe if they add more maps, they can get some more favorites, like from Modern Warfare 3, 2, whatever game people liked, or, as far as the maps that people liked. Because I know on Modern Warfare 3, I believe there was a section you could play online where the maps that most people liked, like there was a specific online section you could play, and you could pick that section, and it would pick out only the favorite maps instead of like a whole, whatever ones are in the game or whatever. But that's a whole nother story anyways. Then they have another feature which I just started playing this last night a little bit, just check it out, but it's called Hostile, and it's kind of like Nazi Zombies, I guess, a little bit, but the difference is you're going around shooting people versus zombies and whatnot. And I don't know if it's unlimited or not, but I know there's a couple maps that you could pick out, or a couple stories or missions or whatever. I believe there was something similar to this in another Call of Duty game. I can't quite remember right now, but it was like another mission type of thing. I think it was in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and you had to go up on top of some building, and you would be sniping, or you'd be shooting down a bunch of other guys. Well, that was similar to like this Hostile feature, which is funny because, this game's supposed to be based on Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, but yet they're using like things from other games, other Call of Duty games, and I think that's great. It's kind of like hello, it's like a hello moment, so I'm not mad at all about that. I think that's awesome that they're doing this, and then it's kind of like a surprise, like I didn't know that they had other features from other games in that, and then when I started playing, I'm like, holy snikes, this game is great, so I love that. Then the last two things I have written down here are like when you play the console versions. If you guys understand what I'm talking about as far as what I'm going to say, when you play the console versions and go online, there's usually a little square or a rectangular cover photo or image for your profile when you go into like the barracks. Well, on this online, they don't have that. It just displays your name, and you don't even get to like see your own character or anything like that, which like some of the newer games you can, and some of the older games you can't, so that's that's fine. I'd like to see a character. I think that'd be cool. But I was kind of upset about the fact that you can't have your own, I guess we'll call it cover / photo image, in the game like some other Call of Duty games, If there's a way to update that, I would definitely love to see that. Other than that, I'd probably like to give this game an 8 out of 10, only because, again, there's a couple, bugs in it. Some things don't work, as I mentioned. You guys can also do research, just like I did. Go on Google, type up the game, before you buy it, whatever, if you want to buy it. Again, it's a great game. I recommend picking it up for sure. I can't remember how much I spent on it, but I want to say it was between 20 and 30, and I bought it used at GameStop, so. But either way, it's totally worth it. And then make sure you have a Vita as well, because that's the other thing. You can't play it on the older PSPs, and you can't play older PSP games on the Vita, yada yada, which I'm sure you guys already understand that. So I guess with that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys have any opinions or whatever, be sure to obviously comment them down below, because I'd like to see them, or maybe other people. Again, like, how I said, I read there's more bug fixes, or more bugs and whatnot. If you guys know any more or whatever, feel free to leave those down below. Because I don't remember all of them, I just remembered a couple of them. And I'm also apologizing that there's no gameplay footage. I don't really do a lot of gameplay footage videos on my gaming videos, only because the fact of the matter is, I kind of like to keep my stuff private. I don't want people bugging me, if I show my Xbox Live gamer tag or, things like that. That's, my choice. I don't have to show you guys, obviously. Nobody's talked to me about this yet, but I figure I'd bring that out there. other than that, I guess, yeah, until next time, have a good one. Peacock 146 out. Peace.